Morning guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I am doing something different. Today I'm actually going to have an iron infusion at hospital. It should take a couple of hours. So basically the history behind it is I have suffered with really low iron for years and years and years, and for a long time they put that down to having heavy periods. So I've been on and off iron tablets pretty much since my early 20s, and it's normally worked and my iron has normally come back up and it's been fine, and then I've come off them and everything's been fine and dandy, and then I get them tested again and then I'm low again. So it's kind of a bit like a vicious circle of low, my iron drops, I go on iron tablets, it comes back up, I come off the iron tablets because they don't like you being on them for too long, especially as they can irritate the stomach, and I do have IBS. So it's been like that on and off for years, and then this year my irons have not come up, even though I'm being on the iron tablets. They're just not coming up at all. They're in normal range, they're within normal range, but it's on the real low end of the normal range, and I get really affected by that, and I get so tired all the time and I get fatigued all the time. So my doctor suggested that I go for an iron infusion, which is what I'm doing today. Hopefully, I mean, I've looked at some YouTube videos and I've read online about some stuff, and hopefully I only need this one because what it's supposed to fix it. I don't know how it fixes it, but it's supposed to fix it, and then you might not need any more. But unfortunately, I think I may need like one a year. But I'm not 100% sure whether the NHS will give me any future ones, because they don't like to give it to you when your ranges are within normal. It's just that my doctor pushed for it this time, just because it's been such a long time that I've had low iron and they're not coming up. If I'm on 2 iron tablets a day, and I eat greens and I eat red meat and I eat all of those things that you're supposed to eat that give you iron. If I wasn't on the iron tablets, I would be anemic. So there is obviously something going on, and I just need that boost, I guess, directly into the veins. So people say you can have some allergic reactions, an anaphylactic shock maybe. I think that's what it's called. I'm hoping I don't get any of those. What I'm hoping will happen is I get my infusion and I'm like the Energizer Bunny, and because I've saved all my like major stuff, major cleaning for today, well not today, for like this week. Just because I get tired when I do anything physical too much. So I've saved it all for this week. I'm not 100% sure how I would feel after, whether it will be a quick change or whether it's going to progress over a few days. I know that some people say they felt better straight away, and then other people have said that it's taken them a few days. Other people have said they've had some reactions to it, like their legs ache and they just feel a bit groggy. So I'm going to go and have something to eat because they suggest to do that. Some people say that they go for like 6 hours because it's like a blood transfusion, but mine's only an hour, going to be between 15 and 60 minutes long, and then I have to stay there for a bit before and after just to make sure that I feel fine, and then I can go home and drive as normal. So yeah, I will keep you posted as to what's going on and whether it works. To the hospital! So I'm back from the hospital, back from having my iron infusion. I didn't do too much recording whilst I was there because of privacy. It was like a big massive ward. If anybody had seen, and I'll insert a picture, if anyone's seen the Carry On film, Carry On Nurses or Carry On Doctors, I'm not sure which one it is. The ward was like that. It was really open. I swear they could have filmed it there, but I'll insert a picture. It was really quite funny. But yeah, I didn't do much recording whilst I was there just because of privacy of, other people. There was a lot of other people getting blood transfusions, iron infusions, I think, in the same ward as I was. So I went in, gave them my name, obviously. They sat me down. I then was such a plank. My friend came with me, and luckily she was sat there. I was sat next to her. I got up to go to the toilet because you're hooked up for a while, and then I tripped. I tripped, I nearly bashed into a nurse. Luckily my friend saved me. It was very embarrassing. I gave everyone in the ward a very good giggle. It was mortifyingly embarrassing. I was so embarrassed. But anyway, I went to the loo and came back. Took details, blood pressure, heart rate, that type of thing. Explained the procedure to me. Then I went to sit on a bed. They put in the cannula. I was asked if a student nurse could do it, and I said yes, why not. I mean, she'd done 3 or 4 that day already with a lot of success. I didn't have a problem with letting her do that. My veins are pretty good anyways. It was stingy a little bit. I don't think that was really her. That was more to just do with the cannula really. And then they put the plaster over it, and then they connected me to the IV of iron. And I was on that for about an hour in the meantime, so chit chat with my friend, and I needed the loo. That was an experience. I had to walk with the cannula. I was so frightened of tripping over the pole that the IV was on. I very delicately walked to the toilet. Then that was it really. And then when it was finished, it took about an hour for that bit. And then they put in a saline, I think it was a flush to push through the last bit through the tube. And then I waited for 20 minutes. After it was done, they took the cannula out, took my vitals again, so blood pressure and heart rate and temperature, and that was it. And off I chopped. For the whole experience, it wasn't too bad. There was a bit of burning sensation around the cannula where it was in the skin. That was a bit sore. And then when the iron infusion came in, my arm was a little bit tingly and it felt a little bit funny, but it wasn't unbearable. It was just sore. It felt sore on the inside. It was a very weird sensation anyway. And they said that was normal, not to worry about it too much, but if it became uncomfortable to let them know. And it never did. I didn't get any sickness, I didn't feel faint, I haven't had any aches. It's been about 4 hours since I had it done. I've eaten lunch because they said to eat, and I've relaxed some this afternoon. I mean, I don't know whether it's psychological or not. I do feel a little bit more awake. I mean, I am exhausted too at the same time, just I guess because just sitting around in the hospital for a couple of hours is quite tiring. But other than that, I'm feeling pretty okay. They did say that this could fix me and that I might not need another one, but I could end up going back every year. It really depends. So I need to book in for another blood test within 4 to 6 weeks just to see whether my levels have come up. They also said that it could take up to 3 weeks for my body to process everything, all of it. So I might not feel the full effects of having the iron infusion for another 3 weeks, but they said you can start feeling them within a few days. So hopefully I start feeling a little bit more refreshed within the next few days. That's all they said. There wasn't much to it really. They kept me around for 20 minutes after to make sure I wasn't having any allergic reactions, and then I left. I could drive after. I didn't because my friend took me. But I've walked to the shops this afternoon. I did some shopping. Yeah, just relaxing the arm because of where the cannula was. It can become quite sore if you overexert it. I find that with any needle or blood draw anyway. So hopefully that's worked, done the trick, brought my iron up to levels. Oh, I've been told to stop my iron tablets now because I don't need to do both. So that's a bonus. No more black poo. So yeah, no bad side effects. Seems to be okay. I'm taking the rest of the day easy, and hopefully this iron infusion's done the trick. So the iron infusion that they gave me was called Monofer. So they gave me a little pack, as you can see, and it's called Monofer. I'm not sure whether that makes any difference to anything really, but I don't know whether that's a make or, you know, it looks like it's trademarked, so I think it's just I don't think it's the actual, I think it's just a company name maybe. But yeah, you get this little leaflet that you have to read through, but to be honest I don't really need to read that much because I'd already done some research on it before I went. So I didn't get a letter or anything beforehand. They rang me up in the week, said your appointment was then. I went in, and that was that, really. I'm hoping it works. I'm hoping it really, really works, because I am sick to death of being tired all the time, and I hope this is the reason. They did ask me why they think that I might have low iron, and to be honest, other than the heavy periods that I mentioned earlier in the video, the doctors can't find anything really truly wrong with me, so I don't know. I'm assuming it's just because my body doesn't process iron when I ingest it very well, so, and they said that can be the case, so hopefully this fixes my issues and I don't have to go around and have any more, but if it does, then they will do them for me apparently, so we will see how that goes. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for any upcoming videos that I do. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.